Being confident on camera is a vital skill for YouTubers and content creators.
Without confidence, you can come across unsure and risk losing the viewer's attention.
So today I'm going to share some power tips so that you can start creating with confidence, capturing attention, and crushing it online. Talking in front of a camera can be extremely nerve-wracking. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten in front of a camera and been paralyzed with fear. And beyond that, how many clients I've worked with who have felt this as well. If you struggle being confident in front of the camera, you are not alone. But my goal is that by the end of this video, you will be feeling resourced and equipped to crush it on camera. So lean in and let's talk through some power tips. The first and strongest tip I can give you is to plan out your videos. Writing a script or detailed outline will make a world of a difference when you step in front of the camera. I will typically write out my scripts word for word. At first, this may seem like an extra time-consuming task, but it actually saves time. By planning your videos, you will save time in front of camera because it takes all the guesswork out of it. And you will save time editing because you have less fluff to cut out. Plus, you will save the viewer's time because you'll get right to the gold of what you are trying to communicate. The next power tip is to look at the lens. Generally, you can spot a new creator because they're looking off to the side at a monitor, sort of like this. You've got to break this habit. One of the most effective personal connections the viewer has is through the eyes. Look directly at the lens so the viewer feels like you are talking to them and not a monitor. Another tip is to purposefully slow down. When you slow down, you speak clearly and pronounce your words with greater accuracy. When you talk too fast, your words can slur together and it may even seem like you're a little anxious or scared. But if you slow down, you can communicate clearly, and this will come across as confidence. There is power in the silence. Use this to your advantage to leave your viewers hanging on your every word. What is it that all of the big YouTubers have in common? They talk with their hands. Your hands are a way to use body language to convey emotion and add emphasis. One way to talk with your hands is to literally hold up a number like I did here. Another way you can use your hands is to emphasize points. While you are talking through a sentence, think if there are any words that you really want to emphasize. This is a subtle yet powerful technique to level up your camera confidence. The next power tip is one that you'll become aware of the more that you edit your videos, and that is what I call a downnote. Naturally, when you are speaking and you are going to continue what you are saying, your voice will tend to trail up. But when you decide to end your thought, it will typically trail down. This makes it more definitive. The more you shoot and edit, you'll find that it becomes harder to splice your clips together when you end your thoughts on an up note. Check out this example. Try not to end your sentences on an up note because it sounds like you will still be talking. Try not to end your sentences on an up note because it sounds like you will still be talking. When you end your thoughts on a down note, it sounds like a more purposeful ending to the statement. So, when you're delivering your videos, whether they're scripted or not, try to end out your thoughts on a down note. I want to show you an example of what you've just learned while I tell you about today's sponsor. vidIQ is a tool designed to boost your views.
It helps you position your videos to get discovered. I don't know a ton about SEO or the algorithm, and thankfully with this tool I don't have to.
I can simply focus on creating awesome content and vidIQ does the rest.
It gives me a checklist, tags, best time to post, strong keywords, and even video ideas.
It takes all this information and presents it in a way that I can easily understand and quickly apply to my videos.
I end up spending less time in YouTube Studio and more time in my studio, getting to create videos that I love for you guys.
So if you want to check it out, you can use the link down in the description below.
Make sure to use code CREATIVE to try it free for 30 days.
There's a bit of contrast in that example, but I want you guys to know something. Confident Ben doesn't always feel confident. Sometimes you have to push through, especially on the days when you aren't feeling brave. You know what they say, fake it till you make it. But not really, I actually don't really like that quote. There's a better way to say this, which I'll share with you in a moment. But for right now, you need to realize that everyone starts somewhere. This is just like any other skill, you sharpen it over time. It's like a muscle, the more you work it out, the stronger it will get. A great way to practice is in your everyday life. When you are talking to friends, family, or colleagues, try slowing down, making eye contact, and practicing some hand gestures. And when it comes to videos, speak on what you know. Figure out what you're most knowledgeable on and communicate the facts. Rather than going straight into your opinion on something, try to communicate some facts about what you know. This can be an easier way to grow in confidence. Another tip is to focus on creating talking-oriented content like podcasts or live streams. This can force you to talk a lot, which will give you a ton of practice and help you improve quickly. Now back to that quote, fake it till you make it. This quote just never felt right to me, like I really don't want to fake it. But recently, I heard somebody say this better. They said, make it till you make it. Make the videos, even though they're not perfect. Get in front of camera, even though you're not as confident as you'd like to be. Don't despise the days of small beginnings, but rather shift your perspective and view this as your training ground. You will learn so much faster and go so much further if you start imperfectly and grow over time. One other thing that can boost your camera confidence is to know that you've set up the best angle for yourself. So, to learn the best way to set up your shot, continue on to this video here. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, stay creative. Peace.